Yes, yes. What I wanted to say was that if you stop and think about how important food is, not just from nutrition, but a social standpoint, and that people, when they eat together, share many, many emotional experiences. That when people are separated, as they were many, many years ago in American restaurants, that both parties lose something by not being able to engage emotionally and socially at the table. That's correct. All these things work together. Equality is very, very important. It's something we really have to work on a regular basis. We can't suddenly decide, well, everybody is equal and then forget about it. It's really a dynamic process. And so there can be inequalities on the basis of race, on the basis of gender, on the basis of economics as well. But what's also important is to recognize that food plays such an important social and emotional role in our lives. And for many people, there's not a recognition of that. Yeah, I think so. I think to an extent, but not to a great extent. I think that people have learned from each other, different ethnic groups, different races have learned from each other in terms of foods. And we see, for example, people who are Caucasian or white going to African restaurants are owned by African Americans. We see people who are buying things like soul food cookbooks. It's very, very difficult to understand whether or not, though, how much people are actually learning in this process. It's a very complicated situation, and in part, it's because, at least in America, there are many, many people who just don't have basic cooking skills. And so, making a pot of rice is very challenging for many people. That's why they have to have a bag of rice they can put into a microwave oven and make the rice that way. And so that really stops people from learning a lot about, let's say, cooking and preparing other foods, but it doesn't stop them from appreciating other people's foods.